What is up, everyone? Welcome to your Monday workout. What do we have going on for Monday's workout? We've got a 10-minute AMRAP of very simple chain movements, 10 squats, 9 dumbbell snatches with the right arm, 10 push-ups, and 9 dumbbell snatches with the left arm. So what does that term mean, these simple chain exercises? We've been talking about this a lot. So if you have been following along our programs since we've started most of these at-home workouts, we've talked about these simple chain exercises, these different workouts that have very little noise, right? They allow us to push very, very, very hard. So our limiter is our ability to just keep moving fast, right? And I would add an extra piece to this specific workout. And I think the biggest limiter for most people is your ability to tolerate pain. I think that will be the number one thing that sets people apart from doing pretty well in this workout to doing really well in this workout. I'm not quite sure because this is a really hard one to predict since the reps are so small, but I bet that we'll see people in the 12 to 13 range. People can probably do more than around a minute for several rounds on this workout. And I anticipate that's where we'll probably see the best of the best, right? So I'm very curious to see what our folks put up. I will be doing this workout first thing in the morning on Monday, so I will post a score right as I'm done to give people something to chase after. All right. So another thing, let's talk about the dumbbell technique. I brought a very small dumbbell out here, and the main reason why I wanted to bring this up to you guys is I looked at the standards guide that CrossFit put out, and the demo athlete was doing his dumbbell snatches with a dumbbell like this off the floor, right? And I have seen people that do that. That's not something that we recommend, and the reason why we don't recommend doing your dumbbell snatches like that is when we're performing them, we want to push our hips back so we're loading them, right? And when the dumbbell is facing this way, it makes it really hard to get the dumbbell under our hips so we can utilize them to drive the dumbbell up, right? So as you're doing them, I want everyone to think about doing them with the dumbbell facing this way, right? And punching straight overhead instead of like this. We're not trying to do an overhead single arm press. That is not the exercise and that is not the intention, right? So I think that breathing pattern is also going to be something very important in this workout. And the place for us to potentially be thrown out of our regulated, normal breathing pattern would be in the snatches, right? So as you're doing them, think about having strong, hard inhalations and exhalations, and make sure you stay in control of your breathing rate and don't let your heart rate dictate what your breath is going to do. You need to stay in control. Once again, this workout on paper, it does not look very complicated, and it's really not. But with those amount of dumbbell snatches over a long period of time, over those 10 minutes, that's a lot of repetitions that we're going to be bending, hinging, bending and hinging, bending and hinging. And when we do workouts like that, that's what tends to throw us out of our normal breathing pattern. One small potential thing, I know the push-ups are in very short order. They're 10 reps. We may have some folks who that could be their limiter. Probably not many, but there will be some. And if that is your limiter with push-ups, and if pressing strength is not a strong suit for you, I would consider breaking them up right from the beginning. Once again, we've talked about this a lot. Pressing group muscles are the smallest muscle groups, and when they go, they are gone, right? So be smart. If pressing exercises are not something strong for you, break them up from the beginning, and you will see that you'll be able to go longer towards the end, and you'll be able to put bigger pieces together. And the last thing I'll talk about, it's very simple, but please keep track of your rounds. Start taking that stuff seriously. Start making sure that you're posting your score on the leaderboard, and the reason why is because we're going to do these workouts again. We're going to do them often, and the only way that you know if you're getting better is if you keep track of things like that. It's not just about the weight loss and how your pants feel and how you look in your clothes, right? Sometimes we lose sight of those things, and when we have those data points to look at, it makes it easier for us to see that we are making progress in our fitness, and that's the whole reason why we're doing this, all right? Make sure you post your scores. Make sure you put them on the leaderboard. Stoked to see what you guys come up with. Peace.